success has been incredibly good for Final Fantasy VII fans. Not only did we get a brand new trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake, but last night we got a 40-minute presentation from the game's producer, Yoshinori Kitase, which showed off several new features of the game. There are actually so many new details here, both what we can see officially, as well as what we can deduce from analysis, so we'll be breaking this footage down even more over the course of the next few weeks, just to extract all the possible details for all the hungry Final Fantasy VII Remake fans. But for now, here's all the big details from the massive 40-minute presentation. First and foremost, we were treated to a brand new section of the bombing mission, which shows us gameplay prior to the start of the demo. Kitase ran through the basics of combat, but where things got interesting is when he decided to open the game's menu. And boy, I feel like a complete and utter nerd getting excited over a menu. But as a JRPG fan, you spent a lot of time in menus, especially the main menu of Final Fantasy VII. It's very iconic, and to see it brought to life in such fantastic HD detail, it looks so good. Though there are a couple of things missing from the main menu, like for example where's materia or the equipment submenus, it's all assumed that those things are hidden until the game gives you an official tutorial on them. However, it's when he goes into the game settings that he reveals that there are in fact 3 modes for Final Fantasy VII Remake: Easy, Normal, and Classic. The first thing to note here is just like every other mainline Final Fantasy game, for some godforsaken reason there is no hard mode. And yes, you can expect me to make a video directed to Square about that one later. So then you might be wondering, what is Classic mode? Turn-based fans rejoice, as this is going to make you all extremely happy. Classic mode makes the game into a traditional ATB turn-based game. In Classic mode, movement is entirely automated, as is attacking, blocking, and dodging. All the meanwhile, you focus on being the tactician, issuing commands to your party members. This option pretty much removes the action game element entirely, in favor of letting you focus on inputting commands. For gamers who prefer turn-based or people who simply aren't good at action games, this is a very appealing option, though personally, I'll be playing in normal mode. We were also treated to some uncut footage of the boss fight with Apps, where we got to see raw footage of Tifa and Aerith in combat, and they look absolutely incredible to play as, with Tifa's combos looking incredibly sick. Aerith's standard attacks are long range, and pressing the triangle button uses her unique character ability Tempest. Her Holy Circle ability creates an area in the battlefield, and any spell in that area is casted repeatedly. In this footage, we also see Cloud using the Heart Edge, yet again reminding us that we'll be seeing more than just the Buster Sword here. But that's not all. We finally got to see summons live in action with no editing magic. During the presentation, it was clarified that each character can equip one summon materia. In this boss battle, Cloud has a summon materia for Ifrit equipped. When Cloud attacks, it causes his summon gauge to eventually fill up over time, meaning that there's more to summoning this time around than just a massive MP cost like there was in the original. Once summoned though, this is where things get truly interesting. Summons fight alongside you in combat, and function like a 4th guest party member. For the most part, they're AI controlled. However, Cloud can use his own ATB charge and directly give the summon a command, in what are now being called summon abilities. Being able to issue commands like this to your summons almost reminds me of Final Fantasy X, where Yuna is able to command her summons as well. It really is like Final Fantasy VII Remake is the best elements of every Squaresoft and Enix game over the past few decades. Some of Ifrit's unique abilities include such commands as Flare Burst and Crimson Drive. Ifrit will remain on the battlefield until Cloud's summon gauge is depleted, at which point Ifrit will unleash his ultimate attack, which all of you Final Fantasy fans already know as Hellfire. We also got some new footage of squats in Final Fantasy VII Remake, with a very faithful animation to the original. What's more is that you are also treated to a very lovely version of the victory fanfare when you win, though it remains a mystery how this classic melody will play out when it's used in the final game. This footage is loaded with several more hidden details that we'll be exploring in the next video, just so that I don't end up rushing and making mistakes, like my last analysis video where I mistakenly mixed up Eligor and Odin. Sorry about that one, but I always try to get these out as soon as possible. This next one I'll take a little bit more time. Today we've highlighted all the major hard confirmed details from this late night showing. Next time we'll be discovering all the secrets buried in this footage. So Ultima Weapons, subscribe, click the bell icon, and leave a comment below on the things that you were truly impressed with, or any details that you may have noticed from the trailer. And if you've been enjoying my content, be sure to check out the Patreon for the Night Sky Prince. This video was helped made possible in part by Kelly Lewis, who's supporting the channel directly, and I'm very grateful for it. Together, we'll see this remake to release. Shout out to Kelly and the rest of the Ultima community.